Let's speak about that now. All right, hold up a second.
So why the Rockets though? Like what do you do there? So do you just does James Harden win the MVP Monday and you're like, good job, boy, give it to Paul? Can't ask this question and be like, I can't answer it and you can. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck is going on over there, dude? What are you doing?
No, that wasn't me. That wasn't me.
That's what you're the only one in New York.
Alright, so what's the first topic on the night, fellas?
I think he has to click record first.
Oh, I've been recording, dude.
Oh my goodness. You were recording all this crap? No one's going to want to listen to this podcast.
I can edit these things, dude.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what the NBA is, so you guys tell me.
All right. Do we want to talk about? Let's talk about the Butler trade first, I guess, because that's really the highlight of the
Let's speak about that now. All right, hold up a second.
You can't just say let's speak about that. You did it again. You did it again, dude.
That should be the beginning of the video.
Yeah, that is. You remember that, Danny, where he's like, I want to say something. Like, what do I want to say?
Alright, so yeah, that trade. About the trade, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was super surprised. Did you even know what happened, Abraham?
I think because of NBA memes and stuff. People were making fun of it. But yeah, that's how I find out my news, through memes.
Yo, they really the Bulls really traded Jimmy Butler, excuse me, for Zach LaVine and Chris Dunn and 2 draft picks in the same draft.
I don't know any of those players. Are they good? I mean, I know Butler, but I mean people not named Butler.
I mean, LaVine, he's a good. He won the slam dunk contest, I believe, in Brooklyn
twice.
2 years, back to back.
Oh, that sounds like a really bad player. Just saying. If you win in dunk contests, you're probably irrelevant to the NBA.
I mean, he's this season.
But he took torn ACL. He's one-dimensional, though. But, yeah, he is one-dimensional, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, they traded for him, and he's still recovering from his ACL injury. Dunn, he's complete ass. They just drafted a 7-foot shooter, whatever. But I'm like, it's pretty much the Bulls are in rebuild mode, and like it's mad retarded because they wasted this dude's time. Not only him, Wade and Rondo's. Like Rondo, Wade I think picked up his option, and then they traded Jimmy Butler and shit. Right now he's looking for a buyout and shit. So he literally got fucked over, even Rondo as well.
I don't know. I mean, Wade. I'm pretty sure Wade at this point in his career is just like, yo, let me just secure the check. Let me get this bag of money right here.
He rather buy out.
Wait, so Wade had a chance to be a free agent or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he opted back in.
The $24 million though.
$24 million. Yep.
Yeah, that sounds like even if Butler got traded, I think he would have took that anyway. Because I mean, like,
exactly.
Look, let me tell you, in my book of like, do you want to win or not? I don't care if Butler stays. Like, why would you resign if you want to win? You know? I mean, he of all people is a witness. He was a witness to LeBron. Like, if you have LeBron on your team, you're probably going somewhere, you know? And he doesn't have LeBron on his team. Could have done something with his life. He didn't. So he probably.
I mean, he did get 2 extra rings, so I think he's comfortable in that part.
I think it seems like Maybe he wouldn't have taken it because maybe he would have been like, well, I don't have to take this $24 million from you. I could take it from someone else, you know. But
yeah, there was.
I don't know.
But yeah, there was a report saying that he's seeking a buyout and shit or whatever. If not, they'll probably trade him sometime in the season.
To the Knicks.
Do you want that?
No, but yo,
do you really want Wade on your team?
It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter.
But yeah, speaking of the Knicks though, like I think that this trade is worse than what they did to Derrick Rose last year. To be honest with you, I really believe that. I'm like, there has to this cannot be the only option they had for Butler. Like, this was like their last resort. You know, like fuck it, let's just trade him to Minnesota, get him back for Thibodeau just so he can play 42 minutes.
Yeah, I think Dave is right. I think it's one of those things where like, yo, let's just get something for this kid before he just dips on us. And this is what they're coming out with. You know what I mean?
The crazy part, he was loyal to the franchise. Like he wanted to win with the franchise and shit.
Who?
Yeah, it still seemed like he was getting frustrated with them though.
Yeah, because they're being assholes. Like you basically fire Thibodeau and shit, get Hoiberg, who's complete ass, and then like. The management don't really know what they're trying to. They don't know. Management doesn't really have any type of direction. Like they're trying to rebuild or trying to win. Now, like basically, it was like a year too late for them to do this. They should have done it last year if that was the case. You know, like why not start with just Rose, just clean house, all across the board. Then,
well, here let's take it. So I guess the Bulls suck. I mean, that's what you're saying.
Oh, the Timberwolves come out winning hands down.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh yeah.
So
it was ultimate robbery.
Do the
They're
Wolves
a problem
now? Yeah, do the Wolves matter now?
On paper they look good. However, I'm worried about
It's still the Wolves.
Yeah, no, I mean they could make the playoffs. So the key to it is basically Wiggins
I ain't interested
and Butler.
in making the playoffs, man.
No, the chemistry between Wiggins and Butler is key. Like whatever, like if that's successful, then yeah, they'll.
So tell me, because I saw on NBA memes, the new big three. You know, they just messing around and shit. But who is the third guy? I don't know who the third guy is.
Karl Anthony Towns? You don't know who the guy is?
Oh, that's where he is for. Is that all right? So is Wiggins good then? Because he was on the Cavs.
Wiggins is one-dimensional. Like he's a good scorer, but he's one-dimensional.
Oh, so he's today's big man?
No, he's basically DeMar DeRozan and Kyrie Irving.
Okay, so Wiggins is not even a big man. He's a guard. Like
he's a forward.
Okay,
he's a forward.
Yeah, he's a guard forward. Yeah, you can say that.
Like he can score his ass off, but like,
the other guy, Karl Towns, some shit. That guy is the big man, right?
Yeah, he gets it done. He's
good offensively, but defensively he's not that good. But like I believe Jimmy Butler definitely can make these guys better though. That's one thing I could see. But like
how do they play? Because Thibodeau back in the day when the NBA was a little bit different was all defense, slow it down style. Do they do that too?
Now here's the crazy part: they were bad defensively in his first season there.
I mean, it's hard. He's in the West, and this is today's NBA. Like, I don't think that shit's gonna fly no more. I can't see him unless he changes his team dramatically, like philosophy. I don't think that shit he used to do is gonna work anymore.
Well, I mean, we know the point guard is Ricky Rubio. I don't know if you remember him, but he's
still
a traditional kind of guard. Yeah, he's a pass first kind of guy.
He had a pretty good season, like shooting wise though. Like I give him that. He's not too bad defensively. He's a good team defender, but
he was kind of healthy throughout the year, right? Like he played the majority of the games.
Yeah, the problem was the duo Levine and Wiggins. They are terrible defensively, and I would say Towns is not that good either. Like he has potential, but he needs to get better. He can improve under Thibodeau in that aspect.
Right. Agreed. He could get better.
And Butler being there could help Wiggins.
Oh, of course, tremendously.
So what do you? All right. So what do you think this team? Let's say they don't do any other moves. They probably will because plenty of time. But
they got $22 million in cap space, so yeah, they could do that.
So what do you think this team does this year? The Wolves. You said they make the playoffs, but like what? Low? You talking about bottom four? You talking about top four?
Top 4 possibly.
Top 4.
That's kind of high.
I was like, I'm trying to pull up this.
Wait, I'm trying. Let me think. Okay, so we got the Warriors, we got the Spurs, we got
Rockets.
Unfortunately,
Man,
they remain
just hating for hating's sake.
Nah, I hate on Harden now because he disappointed me. So,
Look, well, our top 4 last year was Warriors, Spurs, Rockets. I think those 3 probably don't change.
Yes.
And Clippers.
I said top. Well, here's the thing. Right? A lot of people think that might break up, right? The Clippers finally.
Yeah, that's definitely breaking up.
Yeah, they're definitely out of it. I mean, OKC
do you think the Wolves replace the Clippers, or do the Jazz or the Thunder just take their place anyway, and the Wolves get to be still on the bottom?
I mean, the Jazz also remains to be seen because they might lose.
They're losing. They're definitely, they're losing him for sure. At least I think.
And what kind of player is that guy again? Is he a guard?
Small forward.
Small forward guard combo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just want you to know, the Wolves won 31 last year, and 8th place was 41. So you think Jimmy Butler is at least 10 games better for that?
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
In the West?
Yes. Jimmy Butler is impactful, believe it or not. Like I think this season he averaged 24, 5, and 6. I think. Like, he definitely makes guys better around him and shit.
I haven't seen him play enough. I definitely wasn't a fan of the young Butler, but I know he definitely got better. But I wasn't a fan of Kawhi. Butler, I still don't understand why Kawhi is good. Because I just didn't get to see enough of him blossom. So.
Yeah, that's the same case with Butler too. Like, he also improved as well, but the problem is he was in Chicago because
his team was sucking a lot, so he didn't get the coverage.
Yeah, but he's definitely taking that step and shit. Like, I would say him and Kawhi are the best 2-way players in the league. I would put Paul. Yeah, I would say Paul George, but I think I put Butler over Paul George.
Damn, I don't know. I'm gonna step back from that. I don't want to make a decision on that. Because I was gonna say, LeBron's not. LeBron's getting old, but he's still pretty good defensively as a 2-way player. You know what I mean?
I mean, these finals is a different case, but I mean, I blame that on minutes still.
Yeah. I don't blame that on nothing. I blame that on, look, man, he's playing the gods. Like, what do you want?
The gods of the 3-point shot.
Yeah, these aren't it's not like the people making fun of him are low tier, they just as good as him in their own weird way,
Exactly.
So it's not like he's getting embarrassed. I mean, look what he did to the other children of the East, So it's he's just fine. It was just when he finally played other people of his caliber, he got bopped. And by the way, those other people, even though I don't discredit them for doing this, those other people, there's a lot of other people on that team.
With 2 guys who are top 3 with him. So
so I mean, he got embarrassed, but he got embarrassed by good people. It wasn't. I didn't see any of the other people. What happened when the Second Coming fought him on Boston? What's that guy? IT. He got posterized the few times he did play. That dude there was a meme with him with LeBron dunking over his ass.
Yeah, they did try to have that meme for Curry too. They photoshopped Curry in there coming into the finals. I'm like, yeah, that ain't happened.
And he lost his tooth in one of those games, right?
Yeah, no, he lost his tooth against the Wizards.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I think the game where he dropped 53. I think. That's the crazy fuck.
Give up my right tooth right here. Drop 53 points in a game. That's what I'm doing.
All right, so far, the winner of the draft was the Wolves.
Timberwolves.
Yeah. Even I don't even know what pick they had, but they were
honorable
the winner.
Mentions. Crazy saying this. Honorable mention to the Sacramento Kings. They picked up some good. They had some good picks in there too.
But you picks, right? Not trade or nothing.
No, they drafted pretty well. They had 4 draft picks this year, so they look like they're doing better post DeMarcus Cousins.
I can't. I mean, yeah, they got a lot of picks, but I'm not going to say anything about them until we see them in a game. I can't.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I think I saw an article where it was like, the Kings made some smart moves during this draft. So
you know what's the crazy part though? I think they might have had a better record than the Pelicans by a couple games, maybe.
Who?
The Kings.
No. Pelicans had 34-48, Kings 32-50. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Damn.
wow.
Damn. That's a close margin still though.
Yeah. No, it is.
And
yeah, I'm pretty low on Boogie, by the way, Danny.
I mean, I don't know what to think about that guy.
He's a cancer.
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about him. I think Anthony Davis should probably leave the Pelicans.
He's a double cancer because, yeah, there's the whole attitude, but it's 2017, dog, and we really don't need you like right now. Like what you bring to the table is quite useless.
He can shoot some threes.
I know, but he doesn't really shoot the three. Like if you want the three, you get these other kids. The Warriors.
No, I mean to his credit, he's a good passer. He has good handle in a post game.
I know, I get it, man. I'm just saying, like, I don't see any team who's winning being like, oh man, thank God we got this big man on our team. So
I feel you.
Unless you count LeBron again, but other than that, like, I don't really see any team.
LeBron is a point guard, bro.
The only 7
He's everything, dude.
Peep this, Abe. The only 7-footer that counts in the West,
KD,
is number 35. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why it's just like if you're gonna act like that, like if he was acting like that and it was the old days and centers rule, I bet you he'd have like an okay record, like maybe not still losing in the playoffs, maybe first round, but I bet you'd have his team like locked down. But now playing that way and stuff, even with the adaptation, like to me, him shooting threes and the passing, those are just like, all right, he can do a little bit of everything, but that's not what he does. You know what I mean? Like that's not
like he doesn't garner results. Like that's what it is. That's what I be telling Leon, but he be defending his numbers and shit. I'm like, no, like he's a cancer. Like you really can't win with him. I don't think they've won like 30. They haven't won no more than 35 games with him. So
yeah, I was about to say it's easy to look really good on a losing team.
Exactly.
That
was my same argument for Kevin Love too. So like,
and then we know how that turned out already with this guy. So
exactly.
Great, right? No,
he got a ring. So yeah, no, you're right. He got a ring. It worked out.
Yeah. That's true.
I'm trying to look through
the actual draft,
through stories to try to get some shit, and it's like JaVale McGee said he hopes to play for the Warriors next year.
Why not?
I hope so too. I got my name in there. Just saying.
But I got the stats for this recent year's Timberwolves. The numbers on Karl Towns is pretty godly though. He averaged 25 points, 12 rebounds, and 1.3 blocks, shooting 54% from the field, 36% from three.
Who's this again?
Karl Anthony Towns.
All right.
I'm saying
I mean,
that's the type of big man you want nowadays, right?
Look, I get it. I get the hype.
27.
I get the hype, and it's like it's cool. It looked like they have a little core there going, and I'm like, but look, man, if you ain't gonna knock on these 3 doors, and it's like that's cool,
You're right.
Yeah.
And then based on these results, man, I don't know if Jimmy Butler's saving you too, man. Like at least to that level, you know what I mean?
He's replacing a dude that's averaging 19 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists.
And so the guy they traded to the Bulls is averaging 19 points?
Yeah.
Yeah, 19 points.
So it does not even seem like that much of an improvement. It looked like...
Yeah, but you got the defensive side of it, though, man. Because,
that's his calling card right there. Like, he's like the second best defensive shooting guard in the league. I don't know who's won, but I got to look into that.
Klay Thompson.
Is it?
No, I was just talking crap.
Positions don't matter, right? Kawhi.
Kawhi is the greatest defensive point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward.
Nah, that's Draymond Green, actually.
Oh, good. Yeah, we got to get to the NBA awards because
don't say that shit in San Antonio, son.
I got $20.
Just saying.
I got $20 riding on him winning.
Who?
I mean, that would be the third year in a row.
Winning what? Winning what?
Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh, let me tell you, that goes down. Yo, I'm gonna read the Facebook post. Like shit,
Texas. Nobody wants to hear about
San Antonio will have another heart attack, yo. Like they already certified. They gave him that shit like 3 months ago. They gave him the MVP too. Like, by the way, I hope you know that Kawhi won the MVP.
This is crazy.
I think Russ might win it though. That might be a huge possibility.
Real quick,
we might as well just skip the draft and go straight to the NBA awards, man, because I don't think nothing really happened in the draft, to be honest.
Well,
yeah, I slept like after the 10 picks, though.
It just seemed like it was just the Wolves, right? And then none of these players are hyped. Like they might be hyped, but it's not hyped to us. You know, like LeVar's son, I guess, is on the Lakers, right?
I think it's only the top 5 players are the ones that got all the hype, though, right?
Oh, by the way, this is what LeVar. Speaking of the balls,
the balls.
LeVar predicted that the Lakers will be a playoff team this upcoming season.
With LeVar Ball or his son?
With Lonzo Ball.
I mean,
better watch out.
You never look. I'll be nice and say you never know, and then I'll also be real and be like, who cares? Because if you're not 1, 2, or 3, I mean, like, are you happy with your son? Like, what is he? How long did he stay in college? Do you know?
1 year.
1 year. So he's a one-time loser in college, as far as I know. Is that correct?
One and done. Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
You're
Did
right.
he win the championship? Or are you happy that he's a top 64 team player? You know, I mean, because
I think he's happy because he got drafted in the first round, which means guaranteed money.
I mean, good for him. I mean, then you'll be happy when you guaranteed first pick defeated. Is that what you want? Like, who cares if your team's a playoff team?
I do want guaranteed money. That's what
No, I don't mean that. I just mean the claim.
Not for nothing. The Lakers are still in the Paul George sweepstakes though. That's still not done yet.
Yeah,
and who knows, right? Maybe Uncle Russell comes back.
Who?
Russell Westbrook. UCLA.
Nah, he's not. He's not coming back.
Or whatever college. I don't know. I just heard. I was always hearing the rumors throughout the seasons about because he played for that one of those LA colleges or something.
Yeah, that's true. I think he's from Long Beach. So he is a Cali kid.
Oh, did you guys hear what Magic Johnson was saying about Lonzo?
Shut the fuck up.
No. In the press conference, he dead ass called Lonzo the face of the Lakers.
Well, I mean, because what he's gonna do with people like that is he's gonna say a lot of dumb shit. But with people like that saying dumb shit is they become the magnet so that you don't have to worry about any of the heat on you. You know what I mean?
And he said the same thing about D'Angelo Russell and shit. Like, yo, he's a great Laker and shit like that, and then traded him off to Brooklyn. No, but
there's a good transition. There's a good transition. This is for you, Danny. Nets GM Sean Marks says Jeremy Lin is definitely still the leader of the team.
Yes.
Nah, he's right. Crazy as it sounds, but he's right.
Yo, insanity. I want to see it. Come back to the Knicks, though.
I mean, there's more to that, but I'm not even reading that shit. I'm looking
crazy.
At it
Mozgov is on in Brooklyn.
According
to MVP numbers 2 years ago.
According to ESPN, the Knicks have been shopping Joakim Noah.
Where? To Walmart?
He's owed $55 million over the next 3 years and is entering his 33 age season, making this one of the worst contracts in the league. It's no secret that the Knicks have been listening to offers per Porzingis this week, but one roadblock in trade talks is the team tried to include Noah in the talks. The big man had surgery to repair his rotator cuff in April, and is suspended for the first 12 games of the season for failing a drug test.
Wow, what an asshole.
Of course. Damn, Joe, what the fuck? Yo, the Bulls screwed him over, man. Seriously, yo. That's another person they screwed over, yo. And Thibodeau in a way.
That's crazy.
That is nuts.
Joe Embiid, that's the process?
Yeah, it's the process. You gotta trust that. He got his squad called the Feds and all that.
Oh man. Yeah, didn't he? Yeah, I think I saw an article. Didn't he say he changed his name? He's no longer the process. He's the Feds or some shit.
No. His team is the Feds. The core group. Him, Ben Simmons,
Markelle
Fultz, Dario Saric, and who's the D in the team?
The what?
Wait. Oh yeah.
By doing that, isn't he just kind of saying like LeBron? Remember when he said this one thing? Like there was a point in time where he's like, "Look, me and these two players played, but everybody else." Isn't that kind of like doing that? Like, well, us four guys are good, but everybody else is kind of ball sack, you know? If you ain't a Fed, you ain't a real player on this team.
Nah, he's pretty godlike though. Like, he has potential to be godlike.
Well, it says here, contract extension is priority this year, this offseason for.
I guess. Hell yeah. Give that to him. He has to just stay the fuck healthy. That's all I ask for. Like.
Oh, here's what you were saying. Okay, I read it wrong. So that you were saying that guy's the new face of the Lakers, Lonzo Ball. So I thought that was the father you were saying.
No, Lonzo.
Chris Paul informed the Clippers he is declining his option to become an unrestricted free agent.
I told you.
And Blake Griffin.
So does that mean he's staying?
Nah, they're both looking to leave.
Testing the waters. I say Blake definitely leaves. I say Paul stays.
I read it wrong.
I think Paul might leave.
Yeah.
It seems because the Rockets are looking at him and Blake.
I think
crazy, right?
I think Blake goes east, and I think Paul stays in the west.
Real quick.
He goes east.
Real quick. So Blake Griffin, that's interesting to me. Is there a scenario like what is that's good for him in this entire league?
No.
Oh, what team?
Yeah, is there one? Danny says there is none. There's 0 teams.
No, I believe there is. I definitely believe there is.
Well, I mean, because again, I'm very much. It's 2017. Big men are useless. What are you doing here? You know, like what do we do?
Actually, with Blake, he's
what? You asked the question.
Nah, but in his defense, though, Blake is pretty versatile. Like outside of Draymond Green and Paul Millsap and Anthony Davis, Blake is pretty versatile at his position. Like he's able to handle the ball, make plays. He can hit the mid-range shot. He's not a 3-point shooter, but he can hit it occasionally.
Agreed.
Like, I can see him fitting on a team like Boston.
But I agree with that.
From what you guys tell me, everybody is not a 3-point shooter, but they can all hit a 3, you know? Like, big at this point.
Yeah, Draymond, he's not that great from 3, but...
I don't know. I just feel like you're better, just from watching the little bit of the games I watch at the end of the season, I almost feel like you're just better off being top-heavy at the guard and just having, I always tell... I use this because I don't know a lot of names. I always tell Danny, like, just get Tristan Thompson. Just keep getting Tristan Thompson. The bigger you get, the more likelihood you should be getting Tristan Thompson at your position for those big men roles, you know? Just people who hustle.
Oh, you mean like switching on guards and all that?
Well, just big guys. Like if, for your big man position, it should just be hustlers. That's it. Forwards or hustlers. Like, don't waste big money on these big men is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, exactly like a DeAndre Jordan, for example.
Oh my gosh, fucking trash. That's a relic of the Shaq era. My goodness, he was born like 10 years too late. Like he would have had like.
Oh, man. Did you read about the Dwight Howard trade too? Did you know that?
Wait, what?
Yeah, Dwight's on the Hornets with Jordan.
What?
Yeah.
Is he still with the guy from the Bronx?
Yeah, Kemba.
You think any damage there?
They're making the playoffs.
Well, it's East Coast though, right?
Yeah, East.
Did they lose anybody?
Did they lose anybody? I don't know. I think they got a few free agents, but yeah, they didn't really lose much.
Like, I mean, in that trade, did they lose anybody of value to them?
It was it was just Bellinelli and Trash Plumlee brother. That was about it, and a draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
That's the fucked up part about it. Like that tells you like how low
the value of Howard,
which is unfair to him though. So,
but do you think so? Then, if that's his value, do you think Howard even being on them does it even improve them?
Yeah, as far as rebounding and rim protection, definitely.
No, as a team winning.
Yeah, as a team winning, yeah, definitely.
But still. Nothing tier, right, in that conference, right?
Did they get better? Yeah. Does it matter? No.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're going to make the playoffs. But yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
LeBron still exists.
Yeah. Because it doesn't, they got better. Doesn't matter. There's LeBron in the East Conference? Yes. So then, no, it does not matter.
So you guys think, to take it back, you guys think Blake Griffin in Boston, it's funny, they mentioned him there too, that would do some damage. And maybe you're right. I always feel like West Coast losers who go to the East Coast seem to blossom with some good teams, you know?
Except for Melo?
Well, he ain't... Yeah. Anyway, so much with that statement.
They're trying to see if the Celtics land Blake or Hayward.
Is that the Utah guy?
Yeah. That makes sense for Hayward because Brad Stevens that was his former coach at Butler.
You know what it is though? You know they got that Brown kid and they got Crowder. Brown. Yeah, and it's like why get Hayward? You know Brown is young. He seemed like he could be something. You know I don't see getting Hayward right now. That's all.
The draft pick is an NBA ready type scorer though. From what I'm looking at.
Who?
The Celtics draft pick. What's his name?
Who they draft?
Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum. He's a small forward.
I forgot about this kid too. Yeah, I didn't even know that he was even a thing. To be honest.
Yeah. He's like an NBA ready type scorer. Like he's able to score the ball and whatever. Like defense, he needs improvement on from what I'm hearing, and pretty athletic or whatever.
So they pretty much have three kind of small forwards, right? They got Jay Crowder, Jaylen Brown, and now they got this Jason Tatum.
Jalen could play it too. Jalen could play it too if he wants. If that's the direction they want to go with too.
It just doesn't make sense to get Hayward on top of that. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't make sense. Or Paul George. You know.
That's true.
Or I guess if they trade away the prospects to get Paul George, that makes sense. But I'm just saying.
I feel
Blake
like
makes more sense.
The pretty girl on ESPN between the two dudes when they talk.
I'm glad we know your role, sweetheart.
Which one is this Max and which one is this unless it's Stephen A? I probably want to bet Stephen A on the Bulls right though.
I don't care as long as the sweetheart over here goes get me my cup of coffee. 3 sugars, please and thank you.
And you guys said Chris Paul stays in the West?
I think
most likely.
To where?
Man, that's tough. I mean, there's so...
It does say the Spurs, but I want to say these other two teams, which I've not heard ever, except for
Rockets, maybe.
Yeah. Why the Rockets? And it says Nuggets, too. So why the Rockets, though? Like, what do you do there? So do you just... Does James Harden win the MVP Monday, and you're like, good job, boy, give it to Paul? Is that what you do?
That should be the beginning of the podcast.
Maybe. I'll put that there, too. I'll save that. But, yeah. What were you going to say, Danny?
Well, think about it. Again, I know we've had this discussion before, but James Harden, he's really not a point guard. That's not him. He's a shooting guard. So you get CP3, you put him at point, move hard into the shooting guard. Yeah.
I totally get that, but he's been so accustomed to ball handling that. So is CP3 also ball dominant? Like, what happens there, you know?
Yeah, Harden will have energy to play defense. That's what happens.
Or, oh, shit.
Nah, but that's where the problem lies. Harden is not effective without the ball. Like, that's the biggest problem with him.
Check this out.
Like, he needs the ball.
CP3 will make everybody effective without the ball, though.
I mean, no, CP3 could play off the ball. Like, yeah, Harden. That's the problem is Harden, you know. But
what about Chris Paul being 32 and I always tell you this, Danny, about people knowing their time. This is not gonna happen. What about Chris Paul? Like, you know what? It can't happen because D'Antoni's the coach. I'm sorry, but like what about Chris Paul just being off the bench?
Well, this is how I see it. Honestly, like. Looking at CP3, I don't know if he's so much of a ring chaser, so to speak. But if anyone sees it as him getting old, this is how I would look at it. I say with Jerry West now coming back to, not coming back, but Jerry West now being in charge of the Clippers, he either talks Chris Paul into staying, or Chris Paul goes to San Antonio, where he won't have to worry about getting abused when it comes to how many minutes he's going to play, because Pop is going to rest him, and he's going to have a great chance of winning the ring there. I mean.
It's gotta be one team. It's gotta be. What's his name? Jerry West is the GM of the Clippers.
One of those high-ranking office positions.
Yeah, Jerry West is like King Midas. You know, like
is he immortal?
Any team he touches wins a title and shit.
Well, Lakers, no, I'm still waiting for Memphis.
Oh yeah, you're right.
What he do with the Warriors? Was he the GM of the Warriors?
He just left the Warriors to go to the Clippers, man.
Yeah, he was like a president or something like that. Like he basically he was there during the time.
He wasn't the GM though, right?
No, he wasn't the GM. He was like a consultant, maybe, or president, maybe one of those two.
Has he been a GM since Memphis then?
No, he hasn't.
Is he gonna be a GM of Clippers or no?
I'm gonna check right now.
He's just involved.
He's just there. Okay, that makes more sense because he's old. Because I feel like he wouldn't be going to some of these teams if he was the GM, or leaving some of these teams if he was the GM.
Or like he was like I remember him being GM of the Lakers during. So, yeah,
dude, I just can't believe he's still involved. Because Elgin Baylor, like just a few years ago, was a GM of the Clippers, and those guys played on the same fucking team. You know, that's insane.
Donald, one name, Donald Sterling.
We forget about that. But
we sweep that under the rug. We don't talk. We don't talk.
Don't say that name.
That's bad for us.
White America.
America.
Let's see if we find anything. Other cooler news here. Let's see. Derek White will play in Summer League. San Antonio City rejoices. Let's see.
NBA awards. Let's do it.
Oh, Warriors drafted some dude from the Bulls too. They gave him $3.5 million for this dude. He's basically like a power forward.
Is that Jordan Bell kid?
Yeah, Jordan Bell.
Is he supposed to be something special?
Apparently, he has defensive. He's really crazy defensively. And like Draymond Green was trying to FaceTime him and shit. He missed the call. Draymond texted him. He was like, "Yo, pick up your FaceTime, whatever." He was basically walking him on the Warriors and all that, and basically saying, "Yo, you my rookie, and I'm your vet, all right?" So you're gonna be kicking nuts out here, all right?
So you got to start off by carrying my gym bag.
Exactly.
And teach you the ways
you can carry this championship.
You know how it feels in June.
Yeah, I'm too busy wearing this shirt making fun of LeBron.
He's probably over here. You want to buy one from me?
Nope.
Dirk Nowitzki has made no decision regarding his $25 million option next season. Will he
Dirk.
or will he not pull a Tim Duncan and take less money? That's what.
Dirk.
Yeah, he'll take less.
Think he's gonna retire.
I can see the Mavericks make this like after this next season. He's gonna retire.
Wolves GM Scott Layden says the Wolves are planning to keep Ricky Rubio.
Allegedly, because they over here trying to shop a trade for him.
I mean, that's not bad because I mean, for now, I mean, because he's like what 11-9. I think that's how much he's averaging. I think he's been decent.
I like that Rubio kid.
It's not too bad defensively.
Undrafted free agent Nigel Hayes has agreed to a training camp deal with the Knicks.
That's right.
Oh man. Oh, wait a minute. There's a report saying that the T-Wolves are targeting Kyle Lowry or Drew Holiday.
Wow. Sorry, Ricky.
Oh, hit the bench. Like,
oh yeah, right. Because those are free agents. That's right.
Yeah. They got $22 million in cap space, so they could do that.
They probably end up trading him for sure.
Oh, there's other candidates too. Jeff Teague and George Hill.
I think George Hill stays in Utah though.
Yeah. Lowry looks like the best.
I've
choice.
heard rumors of that guy coming back to the Spurs. By the way.
Who?
Hill?
Yeah.
Hill?
Because he's a Spurs
Maybe
descendant.
if CP3 doesn't come.
Yeah.
And that way Kawhi and Hill get to play together.
There you go. This time they're bosses, you know?
Right. Instead of being the trade. Who is the other big free agent I can't think of?
Stephen Curry.
All right. Are we out of any other NBA news? Because I got one more NBA idea. If we
got the awards, that's all I got.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be.
Quick side note. Happy to announce. I was talking to Abraham about this earlier. I don't know if you heard, David. Rick Barry's youngest son, Canyon Barry, I think is his name, he's been signed to the New York Knicks, the developmental team, obviously as an undrafted rookie, and he shoots free throws underhand like his dad.
That's what I'm excited to see. I remember the Rockets got a guy like that.
His percentage is 88.3% in college with the underhand. Good. That's all I wanted to say. I'm super excited. That's my highlight.
I remember the Rockets got a guy like that, and he didn't really make any noise. So hopefully I want somebody to make some noise while shooting that free throw. You know?
Was he on the Gators?
Who?
Cameron Barry.
I don't even remember. All I know is that he won the SEC Sixth Man of the Year.
Okay, I see that. He was number 24 like his dad.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah.
I'm just happy he's going to the Knicks. Underhand. Let's make noise.
He's 215. Damn. Did a lot in college. But yeah, that's college.
All right.
Excitement. All right, you can go ahead, Abraham. What was you going to say?
You got anything else? Otherwise, I'm going to do picks for NBA awards with ya.
Yeah, NBA awards. I'm ready.
NBA awards.
All right, so this is probably an exciting award. Who do you think is going to win the NBA Cares Community Assist Award?
Oh, I don't believe
Who are the candidates?
I don't know. I can't even find it. Google is only so good, you know? Like, if I could find it, I really would read all of those and have y'all pick, but it's nothing.
Yeah, they don't list those. I think they kind of just choose people at random.
There's a 7-minute 2017 NBA Awards video. I would hope they list it there, but I doubt it.
Hilarious.
Let me see if I can find that. I got some of the bigger ones, but I only have the important awards. That's whack. Y'all should still guess. Y'all should still.
All right, NBA Cares Community Assist Award. Let me think.
By the way, guys, I got the memes rolling right now.
Yeah.
All right, here's one.
Oh, okay, you sending them? All right, how about what is Tom Tip? Hope you enjoyed your downtime the last 2 years. Coach, I was third in MPG since you Nap time is over.
That's great. That's awesome.
Oh,
Wait a minute, there's some more. There's
I
more.
tell you, if that's what Jimmy cares about, man, shit, come to San Antonio.
Nap time is over.
Uncanny resemblance.
That is pretty crazy.
They had a kid?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Drake and Screech had a love child together. And his name is Lonzo Ball.
That's crazy. Real quick on that guy, will he be a good player?
That remains to be seen. But he's a good playmaker and rebounder. He has good stuff.
I feel like a lot of people, just because of his dad, could be rooting for him to fail, especially with him being a Laker too. Because look, y'all got everything y'all wanted, and your son sucks.
Oh my God, that's so disrespectful, but probably 100% true.
Well, Smush Parker and Kobe?
Yeah.
He shouldn't have been in the NBA, but we were too cheap to pay for a point guard. Is that a quote? That a quote?
2012.
We were too cheap to pay for a point guard. That's fucked up. Man.
Yeah, that's why he wanted to get traded.
Well, welcome to 2017, man. There's a point guard on every team but the Knicks.
Facts.
All right.
How do y'all feel about Lonzo Ball and Derek Fisher's number?
I'm alright with that.
Yeah.
Nah, no, I'm joking.
He served his time, but like if you ain't a G, you don't get that shit retired. What about who do you think will be the NBA All-Rookie team? I need you to name all the players.
I'm gonna say I don't think I can name all the rookies. I can't name enough rookies for each position.
I know there's three of them I could think of. Embiid, he counts actually. Sarich, and that dude, the point guard from the Bucks, Malcolm Borda, whatever I don't know his last name.
It's Malcolm Brogdon, and honestly, that's the only one. Honestly, I know because I think he's gonna win Rookie of the Year.
Oh,
Malcolm Brogdon.
I gotta say, I want to side with Embiid technically, because it's 30 games. He played 30 games, but them 30 games was pretty godlike.
But there's a whole argument to that. Like, do you get to play? Though. Yeah, if you only do 30.
And this is only his rookie year technically because he was injured the other years. Yeah. So
I don't think they'll give it to him. People love being PC and shit. So.
Well, I mean, no. You know what? If he
how many games? Real quick, Danny, how many games did he play? Year one or whatever.
I don't even know.
I mean, this is his first year because he never played the other years. So like it was the same case with Blake Griffin when he first entered the league. He got drafted in 2009, got injured, and started 2010, 2011. But
if he played more games, I say hands down he gets the award. But 30 games out of 82.
Nah, but his numbers were crazy. Defense. Like there was like a stat like his defensive rating while he was on the floor. Like it's like God like beyond the Spurs or the Warriors. I'm like shit. And then like offensively, he's ridiculous.
I mean that's cool, dude. But if you can't stay on the floor, well,
you can't win games if you're not there, though.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that too. Like, and plus their wins.
And you got to learn that lesson. You don't get the award. Fuck off. You know,
yeah. Sarge could also get it too because he was pretty good down the stretch after Embiid went down.
All right.
I don't know. I still like the Brogdon kid because playing a point guard position. On that team, making it to the playoffs. Obviously, you have a great, good players around you. But, Parker got hurt during the year. So it's not like they had a full, that it was not like that team was at full strength throughout the year to kind of barely make it to the playoffs. You know what I mean? So I think he did a lot for his rookie year. I say he gets it.
I get it. He made the playoffs and all that. That's a valid point. Next award?
Hold on. Because I'm trying to see if I can get a list, but I can't get a list for it. It's like they only got a list for like 5 pop culture awards, You
can check out NBA.com.
Yeah, I am on there. They're just like, even we don't care about these awards. How about who's going to win the Tyman Stokes Teammate of the Year award?
Candidates.
I don't know. This is what I'm looking for the doo-doo ones before I do obvious ones like MVP and shit.
D'Angelo Russell.
Here's a real
the scammers in Brooklyn.
Here's a real award that I don't have candidates for, but you can probably make a good guess. Because NBA Executive of the Year award, which I believe usually goes to GMs. So
Phil Jackson.
Fuck.
Probably Joe Lacob. Or whatever the other dude's name is. We're getting Durant.
Who's okay, the Warrior guy?
Yeah, I think by default you do win that. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's unanimous. Fuck that. It's like, be the first unanimous something.
I don't think anybody can argue that. Yeah.
And then here's one that'll kind of like segue us. NBA All Defensive Team.
This one I think is tough.
Well, it's the team, so you can probably just say the three guys nominated automatically, right? So that takes care of three of them.
Yeah, Kawhi, Draymond,
Rudy Gobert.
Either Chris Paul or
Chris Paul, really?
You know, either Chris Paul or Patrick Beverley. And then I would say the shooting guard, I would say maybe Klay Thompson.
Butler or Thompson, I guess.
Or Butler, yeah.
All right. And then I think I'm out of ridiculous ones, so I will start with what we just kind of talked about, the Rookie of the Year, Malcolm Brogdon, Joel Embiid, Dario Saric on the same team. Hey, I didn't know that. I didn't know they had another guy.
Embiid wasn't there, so Saric had to pick up the minutes.
Is it really the same guy, the same position?
No, I don't know about the same position.
No. Sarge is like a small forward, power forward.
Oh, okay, that was just about to be funny, like the guy who replaced him later.
And they got two rookies with Ben Simmons and Markelle Fultz. Simmons got injured before the season started too.
That's right. And you know what? Simmons probably would have been the Rookie of the Year for sure, playing on that team.
Yeah, apparently he's been compared to LeBron.
All right, so who's winning?
I already gave you my answer. I think it's Malcolm Brogdon.
Okay.
I'll say Embiid just to go against the grain.
Okay. And here's another one we kind of talked about. Defense Player of the Year.
Draymond. That's it. Draymond, and Draymond.
I don't know, man. Like Draymond, I don't know. Like, if you're talking about, like, lockdown one-on-one,
yes,
it's Kawhi.
Nah, it really is Draymond if you think about it. The reason why, like, I looked up the Spurs stats. I think I mentioned this to Abe. Like, when he's on the floor, they're good offensively, but they're not as good defensively.
But I'm talking about one-on-one, though.
Oh, one-on-one? Yeah, I still give it to actually, Kawhi might be higher than Draymond, though.
I was gonna say Green doesn't even have to play defense on Kevin Durant no more.
That too, but he definitely guards all five positions. He guards point guards, small forwards, even centers and shit. Like he's able to defend guys like Cousins and Anthony Davis, and this dude is 6'7". Like,
you're right. He does have that frame where he can kind of bang with the bigs and still have like the quickness to kind of keep up a little bit with the little guys.
And then his anticipation and like everything he does, like, is the foundation of the Warriors. Like, literally, like, defensively, like, he basically directs everybody and like lets everybody know what to anticipate on the defensive end.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like Draymond's definitely like team defense. That you need a Draymond on your team, you know what I mean? But if you're talking about one-on-one lock down this one other dude on the other team, it's Kawhi. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, for long periods of time, but like on key matchups, since they switch up, I'll say Draymond. But he has a legit case. Some people say Gobert too and shit, because like his defensive numbers is pretty godlike.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people talk about how, like, because he does command the paint, so to speak, you know, with his blocking ability and alternate shots. I get that, but I don't know. That Rudy Gobert's effect, like, on the floor overall is kind of similar to how you were just talking about how Draymond's presence on the floor kind of affects the whole team's defense, you know?
Yeah.
So I guess you know what. You kind of talked me into it. I think I'll go with Green being the anchor of the defense. He anchors the entire defense. So
yeah,
I get it. Yeah. Sorry.
He'd be like Ray Lewis. He'd be like Ray Lewis out there, like literally.
No, right. You're right. You're right.
He just reminds me of today's KG.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
At least defensively.
Game, so yeah, like.
So no love for Rudy. It's just like those two. It's just the pop stars of defense.
It's definitely between Gobert and Draymond because they had a better defensive season. It was like, sorry, Kawhi, you had 2 straight, no more for you right now.
How many Draymond got?
You got none. He lost. He was runner up to Kawhi 2 straight years.
Oh man, damn.
Yeah. So it was like, yeah, we got to give it to Draymond now. Like,
we'll see. We'll remember this. We'll
I'm rooting for Kawhi, but it makes sense to vote for Green.
All right. Most improved player, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Why is he even there?
He improved, son.
I mean, he did. Yeah, he did. I gotta give it to him on that.
Gobert and Nikolai Jokic, which I think was that triple-double guy that wasn't Russell Westbrook.
That's your boy. You like that dude.
That's Joker. Why so serious?
For this one, I got to look at people's previous.
Danny going in the books. Danny, he's like, "Whoa, this is the actual tough one of the night."
Well, the Greek freak. He's the Greek freak, man.
I think he's the pop star. I think pop star might win it, dude. It's hard for pop stars to lose some of these awards, you know.
Okay. Well,
Beyonce did lose to Adele, so yeah.
I don't think the Greek freak should be in this category, and I don't think he should win it either. Anyway, like the only thing that's improved is his points.
and also this season he's also leading his team in points, rebounds, assists, blocks, and steals. So that's another case too.
Yeah, LeBron life.
Or they say he's they claim he's the to the East. So
I mean, he might be the heir to doing those LeBron. See, I was
part of this.
I was just talking with Danny about this. Like a lot of times when these clones come along of players, like they're good, but they never seem quite as effective. You know what I mean? Like Michael Jordan had all these other 2 guards come, and I guess the best would probably be Kobe and Iverson, and like they didn't do. I know this would be a blasphemous statement. They didn't do as well, you know, as MJ. Yeah. Kobe did well, of course. He got his titles, but he also had an army with him, you know. So I mean, like and none of those 2 cards ever really affected it. So if this is like the LeBron clone, I'm like, look, I'll believe it when he gets his team to the finals in 2 more or 3 more years, and they get swept by the Spurs. Is still, you know, the Spurs somehow are still there, you know. But yeah, he needs to do some impossible shit, not just have awesome numbers, because he needs to make those players better.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, who you think is gonna do it?
It's not the Greek freak, man. It's not him. The other guys, they have better numbers in terms of like improvement. And I think honestly, it's the Joker. Like Gobert. Like if you look at his stats from the 2 years, he went up from scoring 9 points, averaging 9 points to 14 points, and his field goal percentage went from 55.9 to 66.1. You know, that's pretty big jumps. And then the other things didn't really change that much. But the Joker over here, my man went from 9.9 points to 16.7 points. And his field goal percentage went from 51.2 to 57.8. And then his rebounds went from 7 to 9.8.
Also, and keep going.
And his assists went from 2.4 to 4.9. You know what I mean? Like, there's a growth across the board. You know what I mean?
And I say it goes to this was Joker. The triple-double guy, right? This
guy?
How many triple doubles he had? I bet you more than both those 2 guys combined, probably.
Most likely.
I was gonna say that might actually require more research.
No, it does, but I mean, like, based on like some of the hotness he was doing in the second half, that's probably true.
So, I think he gets it. I don't know about you guys. I would give my vote to Joker.
All right.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
I'm kind of disappointed in one of these things, but maybe you guys know more than I do. Coach of the year,
Oh, I already know.
Eric Spoelstra, which I don't know. Maybe you guys know why he's here. I don't know.
I told you why.
Why is he here?
Yeah, we mentioned it.
Because the first half of the season was horrible for the Heat. They went
They were
like
11-30.
Yeah.
Oh, and then they had that lunatic guard, like who just would take bad shots and they would go in.
But after the All-Star break, they forgot who they were, and no one told them they were supposed to suck, and then
they lost their sophomore too. Justice Winslow.
Yes.
All right.
And they still go. They flipped that. I think they flipped the exact same number, right? It's from 11-30 to 30-11 for the second half of the season.
Damn, that's crazy.
Barely missing the playoffs. You know what I mean?
They lost the remaining games because Waiters was out.
All right, so then you have the other two kings, like actual winning kings. Greg Popovich, the god.
He wins it every year. It's not fair.
The god. Even the photo they use for him is just anger. And then you have, this is perfect. This is a perfect photo for D'Antoni. D'Antoni with his arms crossed looking at Harden, like, why did you pass? You know? It's like he's giving him that look, like, did you not read my book? 7 seconds or less? That was 8. What were you doing?
Did you not study the playbook?
Just go that fool.
It's literally one play in the playbook.
So I know that, like, cool little, like, what is it? Hoops Dreams story that you told me? Like Hoosiers, you just told me that of Eric Spoelstra. It's a little Hoosiers story. But it got to be one of these two.
No one even made it to the All-Star game this year, right?
Look, I don't care. Look, you're telling me a story of hope that ended in 9th place. Like, what do we do with that? What do we do? Like, that's not, come on, that's whack. I'm talking about 2 winners here, all right? I'm talking about D'Antoni and the King, Greg Popovich. Now, I feel like...
Can I say something though?
Say it. What is it? What are you trying to say?
You joking on this hope story, but you over here praising the 2 guys that are supposed to do what they're doing right now.
Look, no.
With all on their team.
D'Antoni had a real horror. He had a horrible life. He had the Knicks. He had the Knicks. No man should ever have that. All right. So he had to coach the Knicks.
Straight nonsense.
And then he had the stupid Lakers with like the ghost of Steve Nash, Kobe with like crutches, and like Dwight Howard with a broken back
on the Knicks, and he had All-Stars on the Lakers. Yo, that's on him.
Yeah, we need to
got no All-Star.
Look.
No All-Stars.
All right, look. Bro. And then D'Antoni, he went to this struggling team who, were losing in
with
the first
monster
round.
Named Harden.
But he turned that monster into a demon beast because he was like, look, man, there's one thing I can do is make point guards great again.
Whatever.
Make point guards great again. D'Antoni, son.
Eric's Spoelstra doing it with nobody.
And then Greg Popovich got 63 wins with that fucking ass team. Come on, dude. That team sucks. I don't care what people say. That team sucks.
You put that team in the East, that team probably
that team gets 74 wins and they just murder. Like that's it. But I'm just saying that team still sucks. Yeah, the Spurs.
Yo, whatever. I don't even like the Heat. I don't even know why I'm sticking up for Eric Spoelstra.
I'm just saying.
D'Antoni definitely get it by everything Abe said.
That's crazy.
Yo, he transformed that man. He Nicki Minaj that man. James Harden here, like, I'm a motherfucking monster. Just like,
I coach the stupid Rockets and we get 50 wins.
Yeah, but you might not have James Harden doing godly numbers like he did last year. It'd probably be the James Harden from before.
Remember the year before, they were like an 8 seed, so.
They still get 50 wins.
Nah. They had like 41 wins in 2016. They were like an 8 seed, like automatic five games for a gentleman's league.
And with my coaching, they would have gotten 10 more wins.
Yo, I just think, and then with the Greg Popovich thing, Danny, I just think this team sucks to be getting that many wins. Like on paper, like you look at that team and it's just like, why is that team?
That team don't suck as much as the Heat.
No, they don't. But they ain't even get 8th in the East.
I'm just saying
too. Come on, it's an 8th in the East.
Yo,
this is a conference that LeBron was like, oh, you want to be the king? Here's the crown. You can take first place on the 82nd day. and I'll take it back in June. And I'll take it back, you know. Here you go, IT. You know, ride the waves and see how you like it, you know.
I disagree, man. That Heat team is garbage, and to make it to 500 is a feat. Whatever.
That's cool. I mean, everything that you're saying makes sense. I just like with awards like this. It's a weird one because it's like sometimes they give it to the dominant coach, and then sometimes they give it to like, oh man, isn't that cool? He made that team not suck for a little bit, but they like always suck, you know, like you're telling like with the Heat, you know. So I don't know. Like
they gave it to Steve Kerr over Brad Stevens and Terry Stotts, and everyone was complaining about that.
Well, but there's been other seasons where they give it to like stories like what he's saying, though, like explosion. What the fuck, man? David.
Sorry.
Come on, man.
Yo, I'm just in an elevator right now, bro. Relax.
All right, so picks, final picks. Come on.
I'm sticking with
the Heat guy, and who you picking, David?
D'Antoni.
Just to be different, then.
You're gonna be pop.
I almost want to go just to be like one of each, just to be with one of each. But I think D'Antoni, that might be the one, though. D'Antoni.
He don't deserve it.
I go with Pop though, just to be the thing. But I think D'Antoni might get it.
Pop will win.
NBA Sixth Man of the Year award. Look at that, Eric Gordon on the Rockets. Whoa, don't play it. Stop. Andre Iguodala on the Warriors.
He's not gonna get it.
Damn, Lou Williams on the Rockets. I'm sorry, no, you cannot have 2 six men. You cannot. What does that even mean? That's a sixth and seventh man. This is like, what?
Iguodala should automatically get it for
yes.
reasons I'm about to mention.
That's a cancel. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't. That's like what is this? What is?
I was gonna say that automatically Lou Williams should win because they traded for him halfway through the year because Eric Gordon wasn't doing enough coming off the bench at six man. So
I also want to say that this is. I'm sorry. I'm moving my coach of the year pick to D'Antoni because this should be impossible to have 2 people in the sixth man of the year. That is the power of having guards on D'Antoni's team. Like these point guards. I don't know, man. These guards, man. That's amazing.
Eric Gordon's more of a forward, but whatever.
He doesn't care. He doesn't see that. He can't see. D'Antoni can. He's like, are you under 6'8"? I love you. You know, like so.
You're probably right.
But what you call? I give it to Iguodala for only these reasons. I'm gonna go against the grain.
Yeah.
Because remember after KD went down for a month or whatever, like he was a key dude that stepped up in that situation. Like not only his defense, but his scoring and playmaking and whatever. Like I think he's literally the Warriors' best defender on the perimeter. So I would say I give it to him. Like
six man supposed to get points though, dog. I'm just saying, like you're like talking about defender and stuff.
I mean, with him, it's not only points. Like he'll rebound,
energy,
make plays. So like, he's a point. He's like a point forward, pretty
presence.
much.
The intangibles over here.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that, but just because traditionally speaking, like Abe said, six man's supposed to get points while the starters rest.
True. That's true.
So it sounds like Lou Williams is the guy. That's from what you telling me, Danny.
What team was Lou Williams on before? I forgot.
The Lakers.
Really?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And he was still averaging those numbers, you know what I mean? So
I give it an EG.
All right, so Danny, you got Lou Williams?
Yeah.
I got Lou Williams, and I guess he got Iggy. Or you gonna do Eric Gordon? You said?
I'm gonna stay with Iggy.
Okay. That's a weird one. That makes no sense. I almost feel like they should cancel each other out because they're on the same team, and like Iggy should win, but whatever.
Yeah.
We did the rookie. Oh shit! So the MVP.
I mean,
Russell, James, Kawhi. I ain't gotta say no more. So based on you guys think Kawhi lost the Defensive Player of the Year, he's gonna lose this too, I guess. So who's winning? Harden or Westbrook?
He loses that by default. Yeah, Harden or Westbrook. Damn. I mean, I was with you on the Harden side of the argument, but yeah.
It's a triple double.
Westbrook has a chance of winning, though.
Real quick.
That's the crazy part.
These icons are kind of like biased, yo. Like, if for Westbrook, the man who averaged a triple-double, it only lists his points and assists. I'm like, you need it's a very important third number here that kind of helps him be in this argument. Kawhi also only has points and assists listed. And I'm like, well, maybe, that's fine. Maybe I guess maybe in steal, nothing. I mean, come on, whatever. And then Harden is like, oh, points, assists, rebounds, and he led the NBA in assists. I'm like, goodness, that sounds like James Harden won in your eyes.
That's messed up.
It is. It's the NBA. This is NBA.com. This is NBA awards on NBA.com.
But yeah, with Westbrook, like the thing with Westbrook is like he made the case even harder, like late into the and Harden didn't really. Harden kind of faltered in the latter part of the season. I understand it was the playoffs and all that, but the numbers that Westbrook was producing through those games and winning, it was like, damn, he might win MVP. Yeah, that's a pretty tough. That's a pretty tough argument for me.
I mean, for me,
he makes the whole. No fault.
No, you good. You keep going.
No, it's like he made the case even narrower. Like,
I think for me, it was like, look, man, if he don't get 50, he don't get MVP. But he got 47. So I mean, if he gets it, I'm like, well, what can you say? Like I'm not. I ain't mad.
Yeah, and technically speaking, like that did produce wins at the same time. Like every time he had a triple double, he wins.
That was pretty weird.
That case is strong for him.
Yeah, that was pretty weird. Comparing him to, damn, like their numbers are almost the same. Like Russell and Harden. Like literally, it's just the rebound difference that's like dramatic, and it's only 2. So
yeah.
I mean, like, that's what I was saying. Like, some people might just be like, well, Harden won more. Same thing. Same numbers practically, So
that's BS, man. Just give this man, give this man the awards. Stop playing games.
Yeah, my hate for Westbrook is slowly dying. So, yeah,
I mean, I don't like Westbrook at all, but, respect that, though. Look at the numbers. 31 points. 42% of field goal percentage, right? 34% from 3, 10 rebounds.
I can hate on the shooting, though.
I mean, 40. You're gonna hate on 42% from the field goal.
I mean, that's the one thing I knock him on. Like,
you gotta hate. That's his 40. That's his field goal percentage. 42.
Yeah, 42.
You can hate on that. Look, I love Iverson, one of my favorite players. 44. Iverson, one of my favorite players ever. And you know how many people shout on him every year for being low 40s? Every year.
He had to.
On top of that.
He had to, though.
Just saying. So, I mean, like, yeah, no, if you below 45, you're always going to get shit on for being...
James Harden's 44.
Yeah, he got shit on. So, yeah, like...
Kawhi Leonard's at 48.
See?
Yeah, he does. So, yeah,
got the genius on
So there we go. There you go.
San Antonio. He's above suspicion. So, yeah, like...
There you go. San Antonio wins.
I believe from what David, right, the votes were all done before the playoffs, right?
Yeah, before the playoffs. Like right.
Had they been done during the playoffs, like Russell is over. And then
it's either LeBron or Durant getting it.
I mean, no. Had they been done? Well, no. If you're still taking in the regular season with the playoffs.
Oh yeah. You're right.
You could almost make a case for Kawhi, and like, they're 20 points better than the Warriors, and then his leg breaks. Like, oh fuck, like they suck. They suck really bad.
Even though they would have lost one, they would have won one game in that series. But yeah.
And then, well, I mean, that's what you think, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. I ain't saying they beating them, dude, but I mean, like, historically, every year, just like I said, just like Danny, you're tired of me of saying historically, the Warriors bodied the Cavs, so I don't know why people think they would win. Like, if you watch a lot of these regular season Warriors Spurs games, like, it's either blowouts to one side or, like, it's all right, Like they
blown,
seem
or
fine.
a blown lead like that last time.
Yeah, but I mean, like it just looked like something that like he's just. It's a tough opponent, but if they play perfect, they could probably hang in there at the end, you know. So
yeah.
But yeah, so you think Westbrook?
Give this man the award. Come on.
Yeah, he might. Yeah, I'm gonna say he might get it though.
People over here nitpicking. They're like, "Oh, well, let's not be too unbiased about."
I think on paper, you have to give it to him. So if they give it to one of these other two,
he also has a narrative on this case too.
What's the narrative?
Kevin Durant left him.
I don't blame him. So what's the narrative?
I would think the narrative is more that he did it without KD.
Exactly.
But I mean, everybody knew that he could do it without KD, so it's not like
not necessarily.
But not a triple double. I didn't expect the triple double.
Well, I don't think no one expected that. But I mean, I didn't expect that either.
People did want Westbrook to dunk on him, KD, but that didn't happen.
I think if anything, I think people maybe expected the team to suck. And me,
I thought it would be bad.
I don't know if I expected the team to be as good as they were on game 82 with 47 wins. But you know me, I'm like, look, either you matter or you don't. So I was like, well, they don't matter. So I was like, they are what they are. You know what I mean? Like, they're 47 and done, you know? Like, come on. Like, that's cool, I guess. Take your MVP award, you know? like
I feel like the only if you're gonna give Westbrook crap, it's to say that like, oh, some of those rebounds were given to him.
They were.
Because not everybody was chasing down rebounds.
But I mean, it doesn't matter. Cause I mean, look, if he got, that's a testament to him that he has teammates who would do that for him. That there must be something, even though it didn't work out with him, Kevin Durant. There must be something with him and people who suck that he's able to win them over like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That they would give up there. So like, there's some type of leadership, charisma thing that's a testament to him. Because if there was another baller who wanted numbers, they wouldn't give it up that easily. So I don't know. So I think in the middle of the season, I definitely was like, dude, you have to give it to Harden because he's just winning basketball, But now that the season's over, I almost can't. I couldn't understand him winning. James Harden winning. Like, I wouldn't really understand why you would give it to him. Like, the numbers are too similar, and it's like, yeah, like the triple-double. So, like, if you give it to Harden, you just must be like a wins guy only. And if you're a wins guy only, well, then give it to Kawhi, Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
So, I don't really understand how you can give it to Harden at all.
Yeah, last year's case was completely, in 2016 was completely different. Like, Curry ran away with the award after 24 games, so that was the only case you could bring the wins argument in.
And if you want to say Kawhi gets the trophy, I mean, he does have the better 3-point percentage and field goal percentage.
Yeah, but if they give it to Kawhi, the reason why they would be is because, well, unlike the other two, he plays two-way defense. And I'm like, yeah, but a lot of that shit is unquantifiable. Like, you can't really put any of that shit into numbers. You just watch and judge and stuff, Yeah,
Westbrook is not a great defender himself either.
But if Kawhi gets it, that's why. They'll just say, well, the two-way rule and all that shit. You know what I hope happens? Just to have some bullshit. I hope Kawhi loses defense but wins MVP. That would be ridiculous. That wouldn't even make sense.
So your pick would be Kawhi, okay.
That's not mine. That's not my pick at all. That's Russell Westbrook. Nah. That's not my pick. I think, is that what we're all picking, all three of us?
Yeah, man. I've been said, as soon as it was official that he averaged the triple-double, I was like, yo, give this guy the award. Stop playing.
And another reason why is because...
What?
Yeah, triple-double was better than Big O's.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, broke the season record, right?
Yeah. But, David, you picking him too?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to go with him.
All right, and that's it. That's it for NBA. Oh, there's the fan awards. Fuck. I should have done that first.
Man, screw that. Screw all that, man.
No? You don't want
I do have something to say about Dwight, though.
Block of the year, game winner of the year. Yo, block of the year. Oh, you should go vote for his Danny Block of the Year. Kristaps Porzingis has a Block of the Year.
That's it. That's my boy. That's it. He's winning.
Durant got a couple blocks.
Best playoff moment.
3 in LeBron's face.
Yeah, that's one of them. That's one.
The LeBron getting put in the washer in the spin cycle.
The ball by Curry.
Yeah.
That's not on here, but you're right. Though. You're right.
The double dribble, but fuck it, because Jordan pushed off.
Look, man, if people don't like hearing this, especially in San Antonio, when they like to call Warriors cheaters. But I'm like, if the refs don't call it, it's not breaking the rules. Even if it is breaking the rules, you need to break the rules too. Sorry,
Well, that's on the ref, not the player. So yeah.
No, but I mean, no, that's on you. Like that's on you, because if the refs ain't calling it, well, then that means you can do it too, whether you want to or not. It's like you don't get, it's a business thing. You don't get to decide. The market decides, and unfortunately, the refs are ever changing market, So
that's true. Good point.
But anything else? NBA stuff.
Oh, about Dwight Howard, like narrative on him is crazy. Like how people say that he's soft and all that crap.
Yeah.
I think that's like it's unfair. That's like an unfair criticism against him.
Mm.
Like I was arguing with Leon because he's on that side of the spectrum, but yet he defends DeMarcus Cousins. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like I feel like him being in LA and Houston was a lose-lose situation for him because like you're playing with Kobe for one, and then they don't know what the hell they're doing. They got Pau Gasol and you got the ghost of Steve Nash, like you said, and then you got Mike Brown and another Mike named D'Antoni after that.
Yeah, you have D'Antoni who doesn't like big men. So I mean,
yeah, exactly that too. And then you go to Houston playing with Harden and shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But there comes a point where you just gotta play, dude, and he doesn't. So.
I mean, he does. Like I was arguing that he's Hall of Fame worthy. Like
I mean,
based off his.
The numbers might add up, but when I say that he doesn't play, I'm just talking about he can't be a number 1A, and if he can't be a number 1A,
definitely.
What are we talking about? And it doesn't look like he can be your number 2. Like he keeps getting traded around and shit. Didn't work out in the Rockets. So what is he? Is he just Ben Wallace? Is he just a role player, and we just been paying him too much money? Like,
nah, he's way better than Wallace.
Well, then, like, what is he? Like, what do you? How do you find the right amount to pay him so that you're not giving him too much money, so that he hurts your team cap space wise, but he doesn't hurt you by not being the star that you want him to be?
I think he got $42 million. He's still owed $47 million for 2 remaining years. I forgot. I think he signed in Atlanta for 3 years. So
yeah, I don't know. I just feel like that just sounds like a lot of money. I feel like you can just use it on someone else.
I mean, he does have some value, but it's just.
Yeah, I don't know. Anything else, Danny?
Nah, I mean, it's kind of sad that that's what's happening to Howard. It's like from, thinking back to like how he was when he was on the Magic, and now this is what's become of him, you know what I mean?
You shouldn't have shit on Stan Van Gundy. He fucked up.
No, not even that. It was also Orlando's front office too and shit, because they kind of screwed him over too. Like that finals team, like you had Hito Turkoglu, you have Gortat backing him up, and then you let them walk and then get dudes who don't match with him. Yeah, like I'll be tight if I'm Dwight too. I'm like, yo, we just came fresh off the finals. Like, remember, this is the same franchise that let Shaq go. So, yeah.
Honestly, I know to the Lakers too.
Right,
but
twice. Like,
I feel like where they really fucked up was this is more Stan Van Gundy's fault. You let Jameer Nelson start in the finals.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I believe
they shouldn't have done that.
Anthony Johnson, was it? The backup was, he was putting in work.
And Ray Austin.
Yeah, they were putting in work, and you ruined the flow. And I get that he wanted to play. I think you can't fuck with that flow, man, because at that point you're overplaying. Like you're playing better than you should. I know they maybe can't see that because you're supposed to always believe you're the best, but like, something is going right, and at the very maybe put him in the rotation, dude, off the backup or something. But you can't just fuck it up. And then Anthony Johnson went from putting in work to putting in like zero. Like he was just barely there. He's like 5-10 minutes a game. It was like, what the fuck? Like what happened? You know, like, that makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
That was like some football crap. Like seniors back, get to the bench, and it's like that makes he got you here. You know, like what are you doing?
Yeah, that's true. And they had the perfect team to complement Howard's game too and shit. And remember, like he's like the only guy to brag about being LeBron in the East. So like,
that's true. Yeah, I mean, even though he didn't shoot threes, I guess he was one of the his teams were like 3-point shooting teams though.
Yeah, but to say, but they got the Turkish Michael Jordan though. Remember?
Maybe Dwight Howard's team should be the Cavs, like because I almost feel like they try to do that too. You know, like they try to.
Yeah.
They don't shoot ridiculous threes like the Warriors, but it looks like they want to shoot. They want to be this kind of team where everyone can shoot threes too. You know.
Yeah.
But maybe every team in the league wants to do that.
Because someone, I forgot who I was listening to, but they were saying, I think it was what's the dude that used to play on the Pistons and then it was in the front office when they had Ben Wallace and Chauncey Billups.
Joe Dumars?
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe Dumars. He was saying how he thinks that everyone in the league is being real stupid right now, trying to mimic what the Warriors are doing instead of just doing something else.
The league right now the league's going nuts right now after the Warriors won the title.
Exactly.
Nobody noticed.
He feels like everybody in the that drafted were drafting their team as if to try to mimic what the Warriors are doing instead of trying to do something else or just play to their own strengths. And I think he's kind of right. Like, why is everybody copying?
Yeah, well, first of all, every league's always been a copycat league, but like I tell you, this is one thing you cannot copy. I believe.
Stephen Curry.
You can't copy. You can't. Go pull up everybody's resume. Go put up everybody's resume in the all 48, 49, 50, whatever it is people got drafted. Go pull them up. And you can throw Steph Curry's brother in there, even though he didn't get drafted. But just because, like, David, you brought him up the other day or something. Like,
yeah.
Which one of these rookies was playing on some doo-doo team I never heard of, leading them in the top 64 tournament, whatever it is, March Madness, you know? None of those rookies were doing. No one chose to go to a crappy college on purpose and like, look, I'm gonna pretend to be a star in college. You know, all of them were doing whatever they do. You know, in college, you go play with your friends.
They played 3 years too.
Yeah, like, oh, look at that. So I mean, they let alone all the magical powers that Curry has. Is like, dude, that mindset was different from college, dude. Like, no one picks a shitty school on purpose, you know, like they all go to Dukes and doo-doo like that, and then they end up in the league and suck, so.
I mean, UCLA got the best track record, because, yeah, they're UCLA.
Yeah, but I mean, they don't have no crazy players like that, shooting threes from the logo and shit.
Oh, yeah, you're right, yeah. I'm going off tangent, my fault.
But. And yeah, but UCLA is not like it's not like a school I ain't never heard of, like being led by this crazy guy. Because Curry is pretty much having that effect, like just turning everybody into. He was the star on that team. I don't remember what that team was, and all those players were playing better because he was there. You know.
Yeah, such a memorable team, huh?
And LeBron went to his games.
I mean, it's memorable in the sense.
Yeah.
It's a memorable in the sense that, see, LeBron smells that shit. He's like, I remember I did this shit in high school. I led a bunch of losers to titles. I mean, Curry didn't lead them to titles, but he was doing that at college level. It was harder at college than in the boys' league that LeBron was playing in. But yeah, like Curry, I just remember them wearing a red jersey, and I've never seen that red jersey ever again. Like once Curry left,
right?
Once he left, the school closed down.
Yeah, essentially.
Right.
So.
But yeah, see, Steve Kerr was saying that Curry affects defenses much crazier than Jordan and shit. Like he was basically saying like Curry causes so much chaos in the defense. It's like, are you gonna give this up or are you gonna give that up?
Yeah, I mean that's not normal. That's not tough.
I see that. I see that.
Yeah, because like in the finals even showed that Cavs defenders made sure they stayed on Curry or trapped and shit, and then Durant just went nuts.
Run them off the line.
Yeah, I remember one of you told me that they I think it was you,
That was the game one strategy.
Yeah, I was like, are you sure? Because that score didn't look like indicative of that.
Right. I mean, he was launching from the hash mark and all that, so yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, I don't know. Like I said, like, Curry currently right now is an anomaly, but like, I guess based on evolution, there will be Curry-like people eventually, but I don't know. Based on the precedents of what I feel like some of the clones have been, the Michael Jordan clones, LeBron clones, whatever, they will not be. They might have numbers, but they will probably not be as effective until a new freak of nature comes, like the next LeBron or the next Curry or the next.
The Greek freak?
No, but I mean, like right now, you guys are already calling him LeBron, right? And it's like, well, that's not new.
No, I said he's the Greek freak, but yeah, he's.
I said he's the heir to the East. That's all I said. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to ask this question: would y'all consider Curry top 5 all time as far as point guards are concerned?
Wow.
There's like so many in this league today. That's like a lot of people now.
Yeah, and if you're going back from like the beginning of time, that's like
by the time we're old. You know how hard that question's gonna be by the time we're old to answer. It's gonna be like you can literally do a top 50 NBA of that. You know.
I think Chris Paul's already up there because of years.
Top 5?
Yeah, I think he's up there.
So name top 6, and because I want to know who's the 6th guy you're knocking off for Chris Paul.
Nah, I need research before I answer this question.
Yeah, I need to do something on my top 5.
But you know what, podcast, you can't ask this question and be like, I can't answer it, and you can't. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
New podcast intro.
I know my top 2 is Magic and probably Stockton, and then Isaiah comes in there. And
Magic, Stockton, Isaiah. You just called him top 5, and you didn't even put Paul in it yet.
Hey, Chris Paul, you right there. Chris Paul. That should be the beginning.
Dude, I should have let you name top 5, and then you don't even put Chris Paul in your own top 5. You literally about to. All right, so who's 5?
Curry.
Best point guard.
Hold on, let me write this shit down. Hold on.
I know. I put.
You got Magic. Yeah, I put Magic. Stockton. Is this in order?
Obviously there.
Is this in order?
Well, no particular. Well, yeah, okay. Actually, now order. Magic, Stockton, Isaiah, Chris Paul, Curry.
What about Bob Cousy and Walt Frazier?
No.
Nate Archibald. Tony Parker? Lenny Wilkins?
Bob Cousy, he doesn't count because he played with the great Bill Russell, and it was that era.
Phillips. Kevin Johnson.
Kevin Johnson. Yeah.
Mark Jackson.
Yeah.
Tim Hardaway.
Yeah. I gotta say, I would say overall the point guards in this era compared to the '90s, it might be better.
I mean, it's point guard heavy though.
Yeah, there's only guards. There's only.
I mean, there were a lot of guards back then too, but like this caliber is like we never seen it before, you know?
Yeah.
It's like it started with Steve Nash and it evolved from then on.
Earl the Pearl Monroe?
Yeah. I can't put him. He's in the top 10.
I got top 10 NBA of all time on ESPN.
Oh, so, I see that there.
Magic Johnson, Oscar Robinson, who didn't make your list, so you put CP3 over Oscar Robinson.
Ouch.
Yeah, modern NBA shit. Yeah,
and
like,
Steph
I got this
Curry.
in the '60s, yo.
All right, so top three is those two I just said. John Stockton's 3rd, and 4th is your boy Stephen Curry.
That's crazy. Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
And then 5th is Isaiah Thomas.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's nuts.
So it's funny. It looked like you named the wrong guy, but they have Chris Paul as number 6 though.
Yo, wait, did you scroll down to see what Magic Johnson said about this list?
Is it in the same article? Steve Nash is number 7.
Look what he says. He says ESPN ranked the top 10 point guards of all time, and they have Isaiah Thomas ranked 5th. There's no way Stockton and Curry are better than Isaiah.
I mean, Isaiah Thomas will forever be looked. He'll be forgotten. He's not as sexy as Bird, Magic, Jordan. And he's not as sexy. Listen, Dan, he's not as sexy. Come on, when you see NBA lore talked about, how many times does Isaiah Thomas get talked about?
Every time you bring up Michael Jordan and you talk about his championships, you're going to talk about the Pistons.
You talk about the bad boys, right? And how Michael Jordan overcame them. That's how the narrative is told. It's never told, man, these guys, they had to overcome their own hump called the Boston Celtics, and they did the same thing to the Celtics, and then they had 3 years of domination. 2 years they won the title, and one of those years
I think of Isaiah Thomas. Maybe it's just
you know why? Because you're a damn Knicks fan, and he got ingrained into you. So you'll never forget Isaiah Thomas.
That's true.
But I'm just talking about like the NBA narrative, the way it's told. Not that like we might not forget it, but Isaiah Thomas, if you like narrow into that prime, dude, like it really looked like Isaiah Thomas kind of was maybe, and obviously this could be bullshit too, because there's a lot of people and we didn't watch all those games back then. It looked like Isaiah Thomas was probably the first real successful scoring point guard who didn't hurt his team, like playing that style.
That is true.
It looked like it was probably the team that Iverson wanted. The point guard gets to do whatever the fuck he wants to do, and he has a whole bunch of people that are gonna stand by him.
Play defense and get the ball.
Curry's living that type of life right now.
The world knew that team as the bad boys, but inside, Isaiah Thomas was really Morgan Freeman, and he was singing "Lean on Me," and that whole team was leaning on me. Because if you watch some of those highlights, like Isaiah Thomas was a nut, and he was insane, and he was crazy. There's been side by side. I haven't seen it in the last 3 years.
Assists. He averaged 13 assists in the season, though, didn't he?
Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. But I think they did like the first maybe like 8 or something seasons. Maybe not these last 2 or 3, because maybe Curry might win finally, because with all these 3-pointers, But Isaiah Thomas was one of like the only point guards whose numbers was like still kind of better than Curry, because he was insane. That guy was insane.
That was a different NBA too.
He would have bopped that game. The year the Lakers beat them, because Isaiah Thomas lost his leg. In the game before he loses their leg, where he actually breaks his leg or whatever, and he plays that quarter against the Lakers, and he bops them in that quarter, whatever it was, 31 points or 29 points in that one quarter. That was some heat, man. Like that was a monster. So that's why I understand Magic Johnson being like that, because the world will never know, and one of the reasons why is because
that was his best friend too. So yeah.
Oh no, yeah, I guess to some degree it was, but I mean, he's also forgotten from the Dream Team. He didn't make the Dream Team, Instead, Christian Laettner made it for some reason. So, I mean, no one gonna justify that to me. I'm sorry. So,
they did the same thing with Anthony Davis and Durant too, I think.
I mean, yeah, no, but actually, this is more tragic. This is more.
Yeah. No, you're right. I'm talking about.
First, ain't no Anthony Davis. At least KD is closer, but ain't no Anthony Davis. Don't get to be mentioned in this conversation. I'm sorry.
Good point.
But
not yet.
Yeah, you need to earn that shit, and right now it ain't looking like you're doing that. So, but
he's working on it, bro.
Keep working.
Or Boogie Cousins.
The real IT, not this Boston shit. Fucking takes me 8 seasons to know who the hell you are. Are you kidding me? That real Isaiah Thomas, man, that dude was a monster, dude. A fucking beast. But yeah, no. So I don't know. Remember the past. But yeah, no, that dude is crazy. I guess according to this list, I guess Curry and Paul belong there. I guess.
I would think it's still too early to add Curry there, but Paul, I get. I mean, his season accolades are like ridiculous.
Yeah, like the reason why I add Curry is like the shit he's accomplished in 8 ridiculous.
I would go in the reverse. I'd probably even now. I know this might be blasphemous. I'd probably put Curry over Paul. Just because. I'm telling you, man, that 3-point effect it's something, man. It's something nasty. It's something, you know, like it's a forbidden dark power. So like yeah, like it's weird. He gets to be on this list maybe for all the wrong reasons, even though he does those things good. He does do all those point guard things good, but his game breaker, the 3-pointer, is just so powerful that's the thing.
His literal, like it's his presence, pretty.
Yeah,
like he's literally created shots for his team without actually having the ball in his hands.
It's it's a different, like, I want to say, when I say Michael Jordan, it's more like in the aura. Like, it's just him being there is just pretty. It's this force, you know. It's really tough. It's tough.
He extends the defense while Jordan collapses it. Or
I
like Jordan,
believe
LeBron
right
defense.
now, on today, Chris Paul may be forgotten about because he's not winning, and he's always losing, and he's never making the finals. But let it be known, Chris Paul has this power too. Steve Nash has this power. LeBron has this power. A lot of those teams is dog shit too that Chris Paul is on, and he makes those people better. I just believe in that. I do, but this is a personal theory of mine. I've said many times. I think these point guards who hog the ball up, they do make their teams better, but I believe there's a cap to how better they can make them. And I think that's maybe what he struggles with. Is he makes them better to a point, but they just not good enough to win that title, you know? But nah, CP3 makes people better, so like he's good.
The original point guard.
That's gonna be Curry, because he's gonna be the point guard. He might not be the point guard that we wanted, but he's the point guard that forced his way in there, you know?
Yeah, it was like a Dark Knight-ish reference.
A form of that, yeah, because it's not. I don't even know if it's the point guard that we needed either, you know. But I mean, like, but he didn't care. He shot 400 threes, and he's like, I'm here. That's it, you know. Like,
he's definitely the point guard KD needed, though. Like,
oh, well, yeah, damn.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's where it boils down to. Like, definitely the right point guard. Damn.
What the fuck is going on over there, dude? What are you doing?
No, that wasn't me. Definitely wasn't me.
That's what. You're the only one in New York. That was you.
Yeah, that wasn't me. I thought you thought that was me. Of course not. But yeah, that was an M80 sound like.
What?
That wasn't.
Are you outside or some shit?
Nah, I'm here in my house right now. I got the windows up and everything. Like,
the Spurs are over there looking for you, man. They're not happy with somebody's selection.
They over here, they just bombed another team, GM squad for not taking LA.
Yo, for real. That should be the beginning of it, though.
Maybe. But yeah, we've been going mad long. So last thoughts, and then we kill it.
Last thoughts.
The basketball in chaos because of the Warriors.
I'm going to refer back to the Knicks and super nervous about our season. I can't stop thinking about the Knicks. It's crazy.
And Bulls are cutbacks, so yeah.
All right then.
That should be the beginning of it.
It's a sad ending because the season's over.
I get it.
Yeah, back to summer hoops.
Chicken cutlets. NBA out.